Hi. Welcome this evening. I was going to produce an episode. In fact, I recorded one, but having some technical difficulties. I hope you'll all forgive me for having those. There are some growing pains, I guess, in starting a podcast, and I'm trying to figure out how to overcome those particular obstacles. But hey, I'm learning a lot. And you got to try. You want to do, you have to try. You want to succeed, you want to grow, you have to try. So that's a common theme here. I want to keep pushing that. Everybody needs to keep trying. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. I'm going to leave a little message. It's not going to be a full podcast. This is going to be just a short thing here, just because I committed to release something every week. This won't be an episode, but I do want to have something for you, and I hope it's beneficial for you. So this is a little bit about the importance of being true to yourself. So again, we're not going to list this as an episode, but this is something I wanted to add for the sake of having something to put up every week. So let me start with a simple question. When was the last time you made a choice to just please someone else? Even if you didn't feel it was right for you, most of us have. At one point or another, we smiled when we wanted to speak up, we agreed when we wanted to say no, or we stayed quiet just to fit in. The urge, the pressure we feel to fit in, to want to be accepted, to give up what we want, need, desire for the sake of fitting in is really strong in most of us. And I know there's some people that feel like they don't care what other people think. I think we all do to some degree, some more than others. But that urge to want to belong to a group, that urge to want to participate and be accepted by others, that's really strong. We want that acceptance. We need that acceptance. Over time, these little compromises pile up. And before we know it, we're living a version of our life shaped more by expectation than by intention. We do things based on what others expect of us. We do them because we kind of corner ourselves. We trap ourselves by agreeing to things, and then we don't feel like we can say no because we already said yes, maybe. We want to be able to have some freedom, but we kind of gave that up when we started choosing things we didn't want to do, and we don't want to be seen as flip-flopping or going back on what we agreed to do. And that's hard as well, to try and overcome that personal pressure that we feel when we want to change our mind, but we don't feel like it's okay. We're all a little afraid of being judged by others. We want that acceptance. We're afraid we won't get it. But it's really important to be true to ourselves. This is not just an idea, it's essential. To be true to yourself means knowing who you are. It means understanding your core values, your core beliefs, your desires, aligning your actions with that truth. It's not about being stubborn or being selfish. It's about being authentic. It's about showing the world who you are and not worrying so much about who others expect you to be. Now, my quote, and I believe I shared this in the introduction about normal. Normal is what you become when you lost all sense of self-identity, when you are now trying to be something that somebody else says. Normal is someone else's definition of what you should be. Don't be that. You be you. There is no one in this world like you. You are unique and you are awesome in your own right. You deserve to shine, and you cannot shine if you are acting against what you believe. So make sure that you stand up. I don't care if you have green hair, purple hair, brown hair, yellow hair. It doesn't matter. What matters is you live a life that is true to who you are. Don't let other people coerce you into agreeing with or doing things that you don't feel are right. We want that acceptance, but it's not worth it at the cost of sacrificing our own freedom, our own beliefs, our own values, just to try and fit in. I had somebody ask me the other day about dating and why they were struggling so much. And we talked about it. And it came down to this, at least I think so, that they were spending so much time trying to give the people they were interested in what they believed they were looking for, that they were presenting themselves in a light that they hoped would be acceptable to these people. But then these people eventually will break up with them or leave them or find fault with them. And that is because I believe that you are not being true to yourself. You are not presenting who you really are. And eventually that facade cracks and people start to see through that and they go, oh, are you just lying to me? Why are you doing this or saying this when really you should You're saying you do this, but then you don't want to do this. You're showing me these other things which are contrary to what you told me you were. And that's a problem. People don't like that. Eventually they start thinking that you're disingenuous, and we don't want that. But how much better would it be to present yourself, to give the true you, even if someone doesn't like that? If they say, no, you're not for me, we're going to walk away. But what you're doing is you're showing your true self. So that relationship would not have worked in the first place if they choose to walk away from you. But if you give them your true self, what you are doing is advertising who you are. And that's not a bad thing. But you're advertising who you are. And then the people who would like you can see, oh, this is this person. And they come to you. You will draw those people towards you because, oh, this is my tribe. This is my group. This is my people. This is my community. I belong here. I fit with this person because this person might be a little weird, but I am too. And I like that weird. Your weird and my weird get along. That's awesome. We want that. Okay. I won't lie to you. It's not always easy, but there are times when being yourself, it means disappointing someone. It means telling someone no. It means being the person that maybe you don't think that they're going to be attracted to. And that's okay. And it's not always romantic. Sometimes it's just platonic relationships. This person's popular. I want this person to like me. Well, we don't have to have that person like me. You're never going to have everybody like you as much as we all kind of want that. It's never going to happen. Too many personality conflicts, too many things. So instead, if we're just true to who we are and we present our honest, genuine selves, then the people that see us are going to want to be a part of our lives when we're genuine. They want that. They will draw to us if they are our community, our tribe, our group. They will walk away if they disagree wholeheartedly with who we are or what we believe or what we stand for. And that's okay. That's okay. We don't want them around if they don't want to be around. That will eventually break down always. We don't want to have something break apart because of disingenuous behaviors. There will be times when you disappoint someone else. There will be times when you disappoint people that you care about quite a bit. And while we don't like that and we don't want that, sometimes that's going to happen. Okay. Ask yourself this. Would you rather be loved for a version of you that's not real or respected for having the courage to be who you really are? You will draw those people to you who like who you are if they can see it. If you're hiding it behind pretending to be something that you don't believe, if you're presenting something that you don't agree with, that will eventually show. That facade, that veneer that you're putting over that will crack. It doesn't last forever. And then you build some resentment in those relationships because they feel like you haven't been honest with them, and you haven't. It's important that you be true to who you are, stand up by your beliefs and your convictions, and you will find your tribe. You will find your community. They will like you. I promise you, if you are who you are genuinely, you will eventually find that group of people that likes you, the real you, not the pretend you, not the one that you're trying to please people so they will like you. They will like you because you are real, and genuine is respected by people, even if they disagree. Whereas disingenuous behaviors are not respected. They're not appreciated. Even the people that you like are not going to appreciate it when they figure out that you've been disingenuous. So your authenticity becomes an invitation to become a light. In a world full of pressures to conform, and we all know what that's like, there's echo chambers everywhere, everybody wanting to have everyone surround them and agree with what they think and what they say. And so they just chirp in each other's ear and they just repeat the same things back and forth. And it makes them feel better because they have that community behind them. The problem is we're not accepting any outside information. And so all you get is that echo. That's what an echo chamber is. And we don't want that. We want the courage to become a light, whether people agree with us or not. We want a world full of people who can respect each other, even if they disagree. And we've lost that in this world. We've lost that, and I would like to see us get that back. So if you're in a place right now where you're questioning your path and your identity and your worth, pause for a second. Get quiet. Ask yourself, what do I truly want? What do I truly believe? Who am I? Who do I want to become? And then listen. Listen to that voice inside of you. You know who you want to be at some level, but sometimes we worry so much about other people's perceptions and getting their approval that we bury who we really are and what we really want so deep that sometimes we don't even know who we are or what we want. But if you unbury it, it's there. It's inside of us. We know who we are at some level. Sometimes we've just buried it to the point that we need to excavate to get to that. Anyway, you trust that voice. You're a lot smarter than you think. You're wiser than you believe. Because at the end of the day, no one else gets to live your life but you. No matter where you go, people will come and go. Whether you love them, whether you dislike them, they will come and go. The only person you will spend this entire life with is yourself. Everybody else will come and go. People you love dearly, people you don't like, they will come into your life, they will go out of your life, but you are a constant. So it is critical for you to be you. You are unique. There is no one else just like you in this world, and that deserves to shine. So be a beacon, be a bright light, be that person that builds the people around you, that attracts your community and gives other people that sense of belonging where you guys can lift each other up. Community is so important. Do that. Be that. Shine your light, okay? Show yourself to the world because you deserve it. Show yourself to the world because you have something special that nobody else can give, and you need to give that honestly, fully, and fearlessly. So I realize this is short tonight, and I do apologize. I had an episode recorded, but I had some issues, technical issues, trying to get that edited, and I've just run out of time. I will try and have that fixed and edited and good to go by next week. So I hope you all have a wonderful week. I'm going to keep learning and try and do this podcast thing better and better as I go. You guys have a wonderful night. You take care. And remember, be a pirate. Be you. Do things your way. Do things because it's genuine, because it's who you are. Don't do things to conform. That's not a pirate's way. Be a pirate. Be a bit of a rebel. Go out there and show yourself. And that's okay. All right. You guys have a good night.